Well, we're here for ME Bank, and this is a segment where you fans can send in a question to ask any of the players. And today we've got Brett Deledio here, and I've got some questions that you fans have asked him. Brett, this year you seem to be handballing more than you're kicking. Is there any reason for that?
No real reason, Maddie. I think it's more just because there's so much pressure around with the zones and that sort of stuff that, opposition players come to you and you have to handball. If the opposition's coming to me, that means someone else is getting out and they can kick.
Yeah. Now, you've been playing in a variety of positions, so this question is, what position do you think you're best suited to?
Well, over the last year and a bit, I suppose I've been playing at half-back and played reasonably consistent footy, but I was happy playing in the midfield, but and also playing up forward as well. So I'm not too fussed, but I reckon at the moment, I think with our younger back line, I'm more suited down back.
Now, the next question is, how many goals did you set yourself for this year?
Not too many. I just wanted to improve on last year. And there's probably more team goals that I set for myself or set for us, so we could win more games than we did last year and keep improving. So.
And the last question is, and this is always a favourite, who is your funniest teammate? And I'll just add this little bit for myself since I left, obviously.
Well, Matty, you were obviously very quick with the one-liners. I'll pump you up there.
Yeah, thanks.
Nathan Brown battled a fair bit. He was he more just bagged people rather than being funny. But
he thought he was funny, though.
Always thought he was funny. But Wilby Thursfield's pretty quick with the one-liners. He's always got a good gag for us upstairs. And Alex Rance, whenever he's he's taken the piss out of himself, he's pretty funny.
Now, I've been seeing a bit of Jack Revolt on Twitter. Is he funny? Because he seems to think he is.
Jack Revolt thinks he's funny, doesn't he? But he's a bit along the lines of Brownie. He's not. He's only funny when he's having a go at someone.
Well, thanks for that, Brett. And this is the balcony at ME Bank Centre, looking over the ground, and it's sensational up here. We're back here now with some more ME Bank questions, and we're joined by Maddie White, the forward goal sneak this year. It's magnificent to see you kicking a few goals, Whitey. Now, we've got some questions for you from the fans. Growing up, you were a Richmond supporter. Who was your favourite player, mate?
I actually made a kid change his number in under nines because I put your number on me back.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I was running around with the number 12 on me back. But
oh, thanks, mate. Thank you. You make me. I'm past it now, so it makes me feel special. Now, this one is, it must feel extra special for you playing for the team you've always barracked for, not having to learn the words to the theme song. So you did know them off by heart?
I did know them off by heart, so I made it a lot easier coming in here and being able to yell it out, and especially the yellow and black part, I reckon.
Beautiful. Now, next question is, what areas of your game have you worked on the most in the past year?
Probably front and centre, goal kicking and ground balls, which I'm still working on now. So we're getting there. We'll get there nice and clean hands shortly, hopefully. It's
all about forward pressure now, so you have to work a lot on your tackling as well?
Yeah, we've had the Melbourne Storm guys come over and take us into their little gym, and I've got a mate out in Preston who's been teaching me a few little sneaky moves to do to guys under packs.
Very good. Now, the last question today is, are you a Johnny Cash fan, and is that true or not?
Yeah, there's a couple of songs that are all right, but usually just the regular music for me as well.
Well, give us your favourite Johnny Cash song. Come on.
I'm not going to sing it for you, mate. There's no
Just a few bars. Come on, Whitey.
Nah, you put me on the spot, mate. I'm cooked.
Well, thanks for joining us, Whitey. And we are here in the gym at the new ME Bank Centre. It's magnificent. If only we had it a few years earlier, mate, but that's the break you get sometimes. Well, we're sitting here now in the GR room, which is where the players watch their game reviews and have a lot of meetings, I would assume, Jacko. And we're joined by Richmond midfielder, the great man, Daniel Jackson. How are you, Jacko?
I'm good, Ricky. Yeah, this meeting room is still exactly the same as the other one, but it's just a lot more modern and comfier chairs.
Yeah, it looks comfortable. Don't give me too much, mate. Now, we've got a few questions for you from the fans, and the first one is, given you've got such good marks in your VCE, if you weren't an AFL footballer, what would you be?
Jeez, I tell you what, regardless of the marks, I think I'd still be just being a bum overseas and travelling. I love getting away. I took up surfing 2 years ago. I'd love to go do some more of that. Yeah. And then maybe I'd get a real job one day, but there'd be no rush.
Because you head off overseas as soon as the season finishes every year, don't you?
I disappear every year somewhere new. It's like my little reprieve. I grew up in Camberwell, so there's no holiday going there. Yeah. So it's something different.
It annoys me how you get that upgrade every time too. You've done it well. Now, the next question is, have you modelled your game on any other footballer? And if so, who is that?
Probably not. I pick things up here and there. I don't watch much footy, so it's hard for me to follow. I certainly admired how Brett Kirk went about it, and playing with Kane Sugar Johnson, I took a lot from his game as well. But otherwise, it's just been about asking a lot of questions. Wayne Campbell and Brian Roy were really good in the past, and then Brendan Lade now. But just been piecing together things. It's taken a long time for me to get it right. I was a bit raw when I first came, but I've started to get it now.
Well, Kane Johnson will be happy with that. In fact, he's still having a kick out there in the eastern suburbs somewhere. Okay, what interests outside of football do you have? Well, you sort of answered that, but any other interests?
Yeah, I'm doing the study, and then I've picked up a guitar a few times, and I'm really not good at it. But I'm like you, mate. I like my underground Melbourne music scene,
Beautiful.
so I've been getting out and about in the tight black jeans and checking out a little bit. Just anything to take your mind off footy, I find, is actually a really good thing, because it is a pretty stressful game at times, and it just gives you a bit of an escape.
Yeah. Well, getting to a gig is a great way of doing that. Give us a band then. Give us a band in particular we should look out for.
There's one that you got me on, and that's the Mess Hall. Been around for years, love them. But a new one I've been trying to tell you to go see, Stonefield. Great rock and roll. It's actually a bunch of sisters who have I think one of them might have finished school. They've just been invited to Glastonbury. Get on them.
Glastonbury, we'd always wanted to go there, but unfortunately we're playing footy, mate. But that's right. And the last question for today is, what's the best part about playing for the Mighty Tigers?
Getting to wear that jumper. I just love the jumper. Everything about it, Standing out in at MCG and everyone else is wearing it, and you get to be the one that gets to wear it while they're watching. It's just, you know what it's like. It's just got history. It's got pride. I don't know. There's everything about it. Love it.
It's definitely the best cars, and we've got a pretty good song as well.
I was singing that song. I've got to sing it a few more times before I hang them up. It hasn't been enough. We're getting there, though.
Well, I think Jacko will be singing it a fair bit in the future. Thanks for joining us, Jacko.
Thank you, mate.